when you're coming to the closure of this session, you said you have served the SDA Church for
52 years.
For 52 years.
Yes.
Can you tell us what are the difficult moments you can remember yourself that you encountered during your service in the church?
The whole service was difficult. It is only a moment. Knowing that under human leadership, you okay to ask for a moment. But the whole service was very hard indeed. Because when a movement becomes religious and you preach against the religious movement, chances are that you'll be looked at by those who think, who have not taken time to think of what you are saying, that you are either heretical or you are out of step. They must get rid of you if they have to go to heaven. They equate heaven with the imperative, with the imperatives which they have drunk up to the brim, and so on and so forth. Now, since I began to work with the righteousness purpose immediately, when I began preaching, I have encountered a lot of resistance, from the church itself and employers and all of that. But I have kept on going. I did not give up because they totally failed to show me where I am really wrong. You see, yes, they can complain and they can quote a verse, and their single verse, I can quote 20, which actually supports the indicative part. Okay. And so, in service, I came to know one thing, that once you begin talking things which people are not prepared to hear, or prepared to assimilate or change psychologically, you run into a problem. One of the problems Jesus found is because his message was different from what the imperatives, the imperatives of Judaism they were saying. See, here is a man who may look poor as a human being, and he claims that I come from heaven. Of course, coming from heaven. Instead of investigating it with him, say, but why are you teaching that you are coming from heaven? Help us to know more. Something like animosity comes out. You see, how come that this can happen? Jesus came eating with the sinners. He loved the sinners. He knew very well that sin is not an act. It is what we are. And since sin is what we are, even if I bury myself into imperatives so much, imperatives cannot wash me to change from a sinner to a pure person. A sinless. Okay. That is the better term. You see, pure, yes, you can become pure if you want, but are you sinless? You see, and so you can't change from sinful nature by imperatives to sinless. You see, nature. By act, you may say, can you see, I have overcome this one and then that one. But that does not make you with it, that you are carrying a sinless nature. And so Christianity's aim is to fight the sinful nature, which is the state of sin. And then you'll be given a sinless nature. You see, whereby you can say, I'm sorry, or I have slipped and fallen, or it was a mistake. Such a confessions are not there in the planets which it acquire sin, I mean the state of sin. Yes. In heaven there is no such a vocabulary. I'm sorry, sir. Forgive me. It is because their culture is sinless nature. And so Christianity parts company from a religion or on that issue, because Christianity talks of sinless nature, not sinless living. You see, please, you get those two very well. Religion talks of sinless living. Don't commit adultery. Do this. Help your friend. And then you have sinless living. But Christianity does not talk of sinless living. It talks about sinlessness.
Okay.
You see, because the moment you acquire sinlessness, automatically for sinless living is automatic.
Amen. So it's been a pleasure having Professor Ruben T. Mugerwa, and we shall be having such, interaction with them. And I know in the end, God will bless us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
Bless you too.
Thank you.
Thank you too.